Hey streamers, you're looking awfully cute today. Welcome into another video, guys. Today I'm going to be talking to you about top things to do before you start streaming. If you're a new streamer, these are going to be super helpful for you. And if you've already started streaming and you're not doing these already, I do highly recommend that you jump on that boat. As you guys know, I like my videos to be short, sharp, and shiny, so I won't waste your time with all the information that I'd like from you, like hitting that like button and subscribe button, and checking out my schedule down below for Twitch and following me on Twitch and all that. What was that, like 15 seconds, 20 seconds? Just do it, guys. I love you. Okay, so tip number one, extremely important. This information does get recycled a lot through advice videos, and I want you to know that it's because it is so important. Make sure you guys are testing your streams before you start streaming, and also every single day before you go live. Part of streaming is ensuring that the quality and watchability of your stream is at the absolute maximum that it can be. A lot of people tend to lurk streams, meaning that all they do is listen to you in the background, which means that you need to have your audio experience as good as possible. When people are watching, you don't want to have blurry gameplay video. You don't want to have a terribly lit camera so people can't even see your face. You want to make sure that everything is as good as you can get it, and this is done by testing your stream. What I do is run a start recording and just have a little look at what my stream looks like, make sure that it's holding up well, and make sure that my audio is all good. Audio is super important, guys. If you're running Spotify and games, you want to make sure that everyone can hear the game and / music as well as you. A little tip here is called audio ducking. If you don't have audio ducking on your stream, I highly recommend it. What that means is when you speak, the desktop volume or the Spotify, you can link it to whatever you want, is going to drop down just a little bit. You can set it all up yourself. Look into audio ducking, guys. It really does help with the quality. Tip number two, guys, is fill out your Twitch and social media profiles with universal branding. This can be broken up into many different categories, so I'm going to talk about Twitch first. Ensure that your profile down below is set up properly before you start streaming. I recommend including an About You section with a little bit of information about you and your channel, your community, your goals, and also what kind of games you like to play. I also recommend that you add a rules section as well. Make sure that if you are running social media profiles to accompany your brand and Twitch stream, that they are clearly listed down below. I recommend that you add a clickable link and also a clickable banner in your profile, so people who are on phone and PC have a few different ways to access that information. When you are setting up all of these things, I highly recommend that you use a picture of your face if you're confident enough to do so. People are more inclined to click on social media profiles and streams if they have a face rather than a logo. We're just hardwired as humans to kind of gravitate towards a person's face rather than a logo brand. If you do that, make sure that your banners are universal across all your social media as well as your display picture. If you have a Twitter and a YouTube, you can make the banners pretty much the same. Facebook, same thing. You want your branding to be universal, and that does include things like having a color that you use permanently. Another little piece of advice that I don't believe is a deal breaker here, but something that I do recommend if you're just setting up, get yourself a name or brand that you can use across all social media platforms that doesn't include numbers and strange characters. Something that's easy to read and easy to say, as well as memorable, is really going to benefit you in the long run. If you imagine someone comes into your stream and they see your name and they see your face, then over on Instagram, they see your account and it's your name and your face. They're going to start putting two and two together, and they start seeing you all across your social media platform, and they recognize who you are. They know, oh, that's the guy from Twitch, or that's the girl from Instagram that I saw on Twitch. Tip number three, and this one is really dedicated to you new streamers coming in hot into Twitch. Prepare your friends and family to open your stream and lurk your stream. Hit them up, just be like, yo, what up, mum and dad? I'm going to be streaming on Twitch. It's something that I've always wanted to try. It would mean the world to me if you had your phone or your tablet or your PC open with a tab with my stream in it. You're going to boost yourself up the playlist, guys. There is a big thing known as the 0 viewer mistake. I like to call this one the 0 to 3 viewer mistake. You're just gonna sit way too far down in these Twitch playlists if you have 0 to 3 viewers. It's just not worth your time. Hit up your friends and family and just explain to them what you want to do. Get them to lurk your streams, and it's just really going to help with that confidence level for you. Don't forget, new streamers, I'm just going to throw this in there. Turn off your view accounts. Just do it. I mean, it's recycled everywhere. Just turn off your view account. Do it in Streamlabs. Do it in Stream Elements Live. Do it on Twitch. Do it on your phone. Just turn it all off, guys. You don't want to see your view account while you're streaming. So another one I recommend is to practice talking to yourself before you start streaming. If you're a bit shy and you're not really sure what to say when you're streaming, one thing that I did back in 2014 when I first experienced streaming was talk to myself in the car. I trained myself to kind of talk in a way that would engage people, and constantly as well, to have my mind thinking about observations and all that. Especially when you're first starting, you need to keep that conversation up, and it's going to be really difficult when you don't have anybody interacting with you. So you need to learn to do it yourself. Improvise, look up improvising on, acting, all that sort of thing. It will help you, it'll benefit you to be able to talk and just have that flow of conversation. So when people come in, they experience you talking and they can talk to you, and then you can talk back to them and, ask them questions about their, favorite color. Improv, talk to them, guys. Practice talking to yourself before you start streaming. It will benefit you. Another quick piece of advice, find yourself a moderator if you can. Once you start to hit that 5-10 viewer mark, you're gonna wanna find somebody that you trust, somebody that can sit in there and be available in your streams to moderate for you. You are going to experience trolls on Twitch. That's just a part of the industry. That's just a part of human nature. Unfortunately, there is people who are bored and not satisfied with themselves in life that will come in and troll your streams. Make sure you got a moderator there so you can focus on your stream, being entertaining, playing your video games, doing what you do best, and have that moderator take out the trash. Humans are creatures of habit, guys. Developing a schedule is going to be something that is super beneficial to you, and streaming at the same time every day will be beneficial to you. If you can stream 1 day a week, make sure you start at the exact same time on that particular day. If you're streaming 4 to 5 days a week, try to make it the same universal time every week so that your viewers get into the routine of arriving at your streams at the same time. Develop a schedule for yourself before you start streaming and try to stick to it, but also factor in creating content on other platforms as well. If you have 4 days off a week, I recommend that you stream for 2.5, maybe 3 of those days, and dedicate 1 day to content on other platforms. Mainly YouTube. If you want to get involved in TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, I do recommend that you do that as well and factor that into your schedule. Okay, guys, we are up to the last tip, the one that no one wants to talk about. I call this one a hard truth, and I've written about it in my book, Self-Advertising. As a new streamer, we're super excited to tell people that we are streaming. We want to generate hype around our streams, and we want to bring people over to our streams. We do watch other streamers on Twitch, to which we find people that we're inspired by and, want to share that excitement with. And I totally get that. Guys, we need to stop self-advertising in other people's chats. This industry is extremely competitive, and it is an unwritten rule with streamers that you don't advertise your own stream in the chat. It's a very frowned upon part of the industry that we can't really talk about too much. So as a new streamer, it can sometimes work against you if you are advertising in other people's chats or subtly dropping hints here and there. If a streamer asks how your day is going, it is generally frowned upon to tell them that you've been setting up your stream or have been streaming. It's just an unwritten rule that for some reason, when you're coming into the industry, you just don't really know that it exists. So it'll help you in the long run because you might actually be able to develop a relationship with that streamer and their community. And then eventually it will turn into a bit of growth from that. If you're advertising, I do think that it can be counterproductive, but you guys do you. That's just my opinion. And I know not a lot of people want to talk about that. So guys, Bit of a long video. I hope you enjoyed it. I tried to keep it short. There's a bunch of tips in there for you to get started. I really hope that helps. All that good stuff, guys. Check out the description down below. Click those links. I'm on all social media platforms. Absolutely love you. And thank you so much for watching the video.